Bulldogs, this is a special edition of Miss Jane's videos for you around your goals. This is for third, fourth, and fifth grade only. Teachers, feel free to stop and pause whenever you feel fit during this time. Third, fourth, and fifth grade, this is a very exciting time of our year because you guys are working really hard and practicing to get ready for your end of year STAR test. This is our big test at the end of the year that shows us if we are ready to go to the next grade. Now, third grade, this is new for you. So in third grade, you'll be taking your reading and math STAR test. Fourth grade, you'll be taking reading, math, and writing. Fifth grade, reading, math, and science. Now, on your STAR test, you can be at 3 different levels. You can either be approaches, which means you're almost at grade level. You can be at meets, which means you're at grade level, or you can be at masters, which is above grade level. The goal is that 100% of our kids get to masters. However, we know it takes lots of practice to get there, and for those of you who were masters last year, you might have remembered it as being also called level 3. So what score do you need in order to get each one of these levels? You need a 60% to get to approaches, 75% to get to meets, 90% to get to masters. This year, you've also been getting numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a good way to think about this is when you got a 2, you're at approaches. A 3, you're at meets. At 4, you're at masters. Now, we know that in order to get ready for our STAR test, we have to practice. Practice makes perfect. Last year, our 4th and 5th graders were taking these tests called IAs. Now, this year, they're called semester exams. So semester exam is the same thing as an IA. We use it to practice our STAR test. So just think of it as like a practice STAR test. Now, our first practice test is going to happen in the next 2 weeks. On December 10th, we'll be taking our 4th grade writing test. That's in 5 days. December 11th, we'll be taking our 5th grade science test in 6 days. December 17th, our math test in 10 days. And on December 18th, our reading test in 11 days. So we have that many days to get ready for our practice exams. So once again, what do you need on your practice exam in order to get to approaches, meets, or masters? 60% for approaches, 75% for meets, 90% for masters. Teachers, at this time, you can, if you want, if you know how many questions are on your test, tell kids how many questions they need in order to get to these 3 levels. If not, you will know on the day of your exam. But for this practice exam, we want 100% of our kids at least approaches, and then we want to see how many of you guys can push to becoming meets or masters. So how do I get these scores? Well, there's 4 very simple things that you can do. 1, make sure you're annotating your text, whether it's your reading passage, your pictures, or your questions. Circle the most important things. Highlight what you know you have to understand. Go back and reread things. That's how you annotate. Also, take your time. You will have all morning to take your test, and you cannot go anywhere if you finish early. So take your time. Then show your evidence. Each one of your teachers has shown you a different way to show evidence, and so make sure you're showing. For example, in 5th grade science, how do you know? In math, making sure you solve your problem and show all your steps. And then finally, use the strategies that you learn in class. Your teachers have been teaching you for 5 months, and you can use all of that knowledge to practice on your test. Now, the cool thing is you can always earn something when you do well. So this year, we're going to be taking a trip to Blazer Tag. All students who get approaches will be able to go to Blazer Tag and earn $2 in tokens. Now, Ms. Jane is raising the stakes. If you get meets on any one of your tests, you get $5 in tokens. If you get to masters, you get $10 in tokens. Hard work showing all of this evidence and taking your time also earns you a prize on the daily. So there's 2 things you can earn. Either you earn the approaches, meets, or masters, and you can also earn hot chips. And for those of you who don't like hot chips, we'll have Kool-Aid boxes for those who work hard and show all of their evidence and strategies the day of the test. I want to see lots and lots of students in the masters and meets, but I want to see all students in at least approaches. Remember, Bulldogs, if you think like a winner, you'll act like a winner. You will be a winner on this practice test. Let's have a great Monday, and I'll see you around campus.